Oga Kerry,
Yes, sir.
I salute you on this fine Monday morning. How you doing, sir?
It's beautiful Sunday morning over here in the DMV.
Did you just say Sunday morning? Today's Monday, bro.
Oh, I'm still behind, man. It was one busy week.
Hey, man, days don't matter when you're having a good time, man. Let's jump into this show.
Yes,
It's a
sir.
beautiful thing. Hey, it's an exciting one for crypto. Stock market, I don't know about that, man. But hey, we're enjoying this show, and I'm glad we're doing it again, man. I think that this is a good one. I love it. What do you think?
I'm loving it as well, man.
Hey,
Uh,
man.
while the stock market is being manipulated, we can always definitely pivot into other things.
Yeah, man, it's about diversification, right? This is just another
Yes, sir.
avenue of such a thing, you know. So in today's show, okay, it's gonna be a snappy one, man. We're going to be talking about. First, we're gonna give you some news, right? Something about crypto, something about stocks as well. We all have an article which we'll share with you. We're also going to give you an update on some of our positions in crypto and stocks, and then we're also going to review some of the things that we. I don't want to say recommended because you're supposed to do your own research, but some things that we believed in from last time and some other cryptos. And then we're going to wrap up the show by recommending one or two stocks that we think are going to be a good move. When I say recommend, it's not financial advice. You know what I mean? Because we're not we're recommending it to ourselves, right? You should do your own research before you invest your money, right? So with no further ado, let's jump into this thing, man. I'm really excited for this one. So obviously, as many people know right now, Dogecoin is the thing, is the buzz. Do you have Dogecoin?
I'm in the game now.
Okay.
I think I was planning on getting more this weekend,
Yeah.
but I did not. But I'll probably get more on the next paycheck.
Hey, dude, I resisted it for the longest of times, and it's interesting because people who just kind of blindly bought into it who kept calling me and asking if they should buy it, you know. And I was saying no, but now I'm
No, don't
like,
buy.
dang, man, you know. But the thing is, it's not about being right, you know.
We told several people not to buy it at 5 cents or 7 cents. And
Yes,
look at it, it's 40 cents now.
this is true because if you're someone who's been investing for a longer while, you know that something that was just not useful.
Fundamentals don't make sense.
Yeah, exactly. So you are not looking
Zero
at it
cents.
anymore, right? But then when things start changing, you have to be able to be flexible, right?
Yeah.
To take another look at something and be like, well, it wasn't great last time, but maybe this time around it is different. And I think that that is the situation here. It would be sad to keep saying no to Dogecoin and not changing your position. It's similar to people who keep shorting Tesla.
Well, a wise man once said,
Oh man, dropping seeds, man. Go on, man. Right?
you are screwed when you think you know everything.
Hey, that's bro. That's how
You
I
have to
feel.
learn to be flexible.
You don't want to be the smartest person in the room. At least that's how I feel.
Yeah.
I never want to be the smartest person in the room, man. If I feel like
Yeah.
I'm the smartest person in the room, I leave immediately because then there's no room for growth there. So
Yep.
that is what it is. So let's keep it pushing, man. Looking into the crypto market here overall, right? Bitcoin is losing its dominance, and my article also kind of ties into this, and I'll speak a little bit more about that. But as you can see, the Bitcoin dominance right now is about 48%. It's been steadily dropping. On the other hand, Ethereum dominance has been steadily rising, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
of course, it's dragging along all the altcoins with it.
Yeah.
And as you can see, very green day here. So before we get to my article here, Kenny, you have
Yes,
an
sir.
article for us. What is your article here about?
Yeah, we know we're just talking about diversification earlier, and as you know, we've been talking about building a dividends portfolio where your money just works for itself and brings
Of
you
course.
money.
Right.
And the article I believe that I shared with you was about Apple raising its dividends. As you know, we have some Apple in our portfolio.
Absolutely.
So I just thought I should bring that up. And it wasn't just Apple that raised its dividends. IBM, Chevron, and all this other stuff raised theirs. But since Apple was top on our list and it's a stock that we own, I
Right.
thought we should just mention that, hey, their dividends is now up 4%, which is now about, is it 7% they raised it up?
Yeah. So there it says there about
Yeah.
7% boost as
Yeah.
of April 29th. You
Yep.
know, so that's pretty good. You know, I think
Yeah.
for me, my when it comes to dividend stocks, Pfizer and Altria have been
Yep.
like the main ones for me. And I think it's good to see Apple raising the dividends, because I think it's a great company, great products, definitely strong fundamentals,
Yep.
and it's nice to be able to have it and not worry about price action so much, right? Because
Yep.
you're still benefiting from that dividend that you're getting
Yep.
there, and if the stock goes up, then that's great, because with the way things move these days in the market, I don't know, it's kind of like you have to really stack the odds in your favor by all means possible,
Yeah.
right? So that's a good one. We're going to be adding more of those too, I believe, right, over time.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
amazing.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
And they also started buybacks as well. So that's another big thing.
Ooh, tasty.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so my article today actually is about Bitcoin's dominance falling. Obviously, Joanna Osinger with Bloomberg writes here that Ether hits 3,000 as Bitcoin's crypto dominance loses, or Bitcoin loses dominance rather. I can't speak this morning. So anyway, she writes, the rise of Ether suggests there is room for more than one winner among the digital tokens as the sector evolves. Listen, Ethereum is not a token. Okay, I get it, man. Institutional
It's a
investors, you're new
platform.
to this thing. Yeah,
Wake
man.
up, man.
Hang on, man. Let me talk to these people real quick, man. Check it. Institutional investors, man. We got you here. Check it out, man. Ethereum is a coin. Let me teach you guys something, Bloomberg. Nah, I'm not gonna go too hard, man. But Ethereum is not a coin. It's not a token. It's a coin. It's all I wanted to say there.
It's also a coin that is a platform, which is another interesting part, right?
Exactly. So it is a blockchain, and so like you have your Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, things that are the
Yeah.
blockchain and their coin.
Yeah.
Then the
Yeah.
token are the applications that are built on that.
On that platform.
Exactly.
On that, yeah. On
Let's
that.
not drop too much news, man. Bloomberg, hire me and I'll write an article about it. Thank you.
You don't need to, they don't
Oh.
need to hire you. You can just tell them you can be a consultant.
Yeah, they'll hire me as a, yeah, that is true. That is true. Actually,
Yeah.
Contractor. I love it. All right, so anyway, the point here is Ethereum is definitely gaining dominance in the market, and one of the reasons for this is because the money is flowing from Bitcoin and it is going into Ethereum. However, I think one thing that you're missing here is the fact that there is always sort of like a rotation with these things, right? Like you have your altcoin seasons where your Ethereum and all the other altcoins are performing strong, and then it sort of rotates back into Bitcoin. So at some point, Bitcoin should be coming back up. However, I don't think it's going to be 100% as it's always been, because now there is more exposure and Ethereum is continuously evolving, right? And I think Ethereum is going to keep pushing forward, but I think that I wouldn't exactly portray it as Bitcoin is falling.
Yeah, the way they all look at it is like the stock market. You know how funds move from value stock to to recovery stocks,
Right.
or moving between markets. Same thing is happening here, and the more coins that becomes, adapted or acceptable in the market,
Right.
the more we start seeing that movement of funds between.
Exactly.
between-
The money starts spreading to all these other areas. Yeah, I'm
I
excited
mean,
for
you
NFTs too.
you just did the same thing last weekend.
This is true. This is true. This is very true. I did do that, but I did it kind of based on knowing these cycles, right? And I think that is something that is important to know. That way, it does not seem like, well, you should just leave Bitcoin and
just dump and go to the altcoins.
Exactly.
Because
So
altcoins are gonna have their down periods as well.
absolutely. So that is what I found interesting. That's what my article is about today, right? So we're gonna shift gears a little bit here. Let's talk about some of the positions actually that we're holding in crypto right now, and where they're at. Obviously, it's all positive as of this morning. I'm gonna move us over here. It's all positive as of this morning. Bitcoin still very stable. I'm actually going to be, like I said earlier, in the last episode actually, I sold some of my Bitcoin to invest in some altcoins, and I'm going to be collecting. And it looks like the time is coming. My time has come, and we're going to switch it back over there. So, what do you have, and how is it looking like for you?
Well, I finally got into Doge.
Right.
I think I got in at 31.
Of course.
It's 40 now, so I'm up 9 cents.
Ooh, Doge. Let's see
Um,
what that's looking at. I have some Doge as well. Sitting. Dude, it's about to be a party. Look at that. This is on the daily chart here, right? We have an entry signal there, and we can see that the momentum is starting to pick up a little bit more here again. Of course, RSI is oversold, but in this situation, I don't know.
I
It's
don't know.
anyone games, man. You know, and
Yeah.
Bitcoin. Sorry, Dogecoin. It seems to be just rocketing to the sky.
Oh, look at the alignment of the MAs.
You know, the moving averages. Yes,
Yeah,
that
that
is
looks good.
that is a perfect situation right there. That's like
Yeah.
some Tesla type stuff, right? So
Yep.
I have Dogecoin as well, and I think I'm in there, man, and we'll see what happens. So it's
Yeah.
just YOLO as far as it comes to Dogecoin. I also have Chiliz. Now, Chiliz is a token. It's kind of like an NFT token, if you will. And I'm really excited for this because I think the NFT space is going to grow a lot more. It's not
Yeah.
moving aggressively right now, but obviously this overall trending in the correct direction. It's a
Yeah.
little bit of a longer term thing. It's something that there's still time to get into it. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for this one, and I'm going to be holding it for quite a while. Right. And of course, Bitcoin and Ethereum, we're all in there and we're just waiting. I think Ethereum, where do you think Ethereum will stop running at this time around?
I actually thought it was gonna go down this weekend
Based on
on
the charts at the
Friday.
time, right?
On Friday, based on the charts on Friday.
I would agree with
But
I see where you were coming from with that. And I also want to point out something to you. That blue line there, right? It's the
Yeah.
point where you said last time that it will hit that point and will pull back.
it's a strong. Yeah.
It's strong resistance. I will say this though.
Yep.
When it got to that point yesterday, it was stuck there forever, right? And then it finally broke it, and now we're above. So it didn't pull back, but it was definitely a very strong resistance point. So you were definitely right about that part, all right?
Yeah.
So, well, that's enough crypto
But
talk.
well,
Go
look
ahead.
look at the pattern, right? So
Right.
look at those two red lines going upwards.
Yeah, the trend
That's a
line
bullish. That's a bullish
there. Bullish
pattern.
channel. Yep.
Yeah. That channel, right? Usually, if it crosses the red,
Right.
which it crosses the channel,
Of course.
and it's reached the blue channel, it's supposed to come back down. From my experience, most
Yeah.
of the time it comes back down, so that you can try to get it back at either the red or at the yellow.
Absolutely. And
Right.
what? Yeah, and all of that makes sense. In traditional stocks, that still works, and even in crypto, it should work. Obviously, it's one of those things where crypto is just a wild something, right?
Yeah.
It sometimes it follows the rules.
I mean, it did what the previous week,
Right.
2 weeks ago. If
Yeah.
you look at the 12th of April,
Let's see, April 12th there.
see how that if you follow that channel,
Exactly.
it got up there, boom,
pulled
came
back,
back down,
yeah,
boom, you
went
get
back.
back in again, boom. But this time around, it's like, F you, Kenny, I'm going.
Yeah. So yeah. So you were hoping for more of a zigzag action, if you will.
Yes, sir.
Right. So let's see, maybe like down here, up there,
Yeah.
down here, and up here, and
Yeah.
then it continues.
Yeah.
Well, this is how I think it's going to. For me personally, this is how I think it's going to move. Right. I think it's going to do more like a move up, like so, and then maybe like a little
And then
pullback,
gap down.
up. Then it's
Yeah.
gonna be like a massive pullback to like this level here because we have built whatever this thing is here. Like it's gonna
Yeah.
probably be a support level, and it's gonna pull back here, and then hey, you still get a chance to reload. It's just gonna suck watching everyone up there collecting profits, but then from there it's gonna do its thing again. So that's what I think.
And then the old market will be making a whole lot of noise. Oh,
Exactly.
crypto has crashed.
Exactly.
Take your money and run.
And I think that when this starts happening, when this situation here starts happening, that is when Bitcoin is going to be on a rise, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone understand that script with it, but if you were tracking, we are here now.
It's the movement, man.
Exactly. So let's roll it over to stocks here for a little bit and talk about what is happening there. Now, we have some stocks. I keep saying recommendations, but again, this is not financial advice. We
Just our
recommended
picks.
Yes,
you know?
these are stock picks. There's the word I was looking for. So we have some
Yeah.
picks from last time, right? And we're going to review those and see how we did. And then we
Yeah.
have two new recommendations for this time around. So let's see. I think you had, what did you have last time? You had
BNGO and Blink, I believe.
you had Blink. Yeah, you had Blink and GOV. Yeah, that's right.
GOEV, I
GOEV,
believe.
right? So let's begin with Blink actually, because Blink is one that I don't think. Oh no, I typed the whole thing. That's with BLNK. Hmm. It's hanging out.
It's still going sideways.
Yeah, still going sideways, and the markets are kind of weak today. So, not really expecting much of a move from that. But we'll see how that goes.
It hasn't moved up. It did move down, but on the MACD and the TTM squeeze, RSI is saying that it's not oversold.
Yeah, it's just sideways right now.
Yeah, sideways right now.
Yeah,
So it might take a while to get out, but it's still a good entry point. I
Yeah,
think.
if you're holding, I'd say hold, right?
Yeah.
And that's it. I have no positions in it, so I'm still waiting.
Yeah, I'm still holding.
Hey, diamond hands, sir. Diamond hands. Yeah. And everything will be good.
Canoe. No, I think it's GOEV.
Yeah, Canoe Ink. Perfect. Here we go. It's moving in the right direction. I would say that. So this had gapped down, obviously, at some point. And let's see. We recommended this. When was it? Was that on Friday?
Yeah.
When we recommended it, so we'll be on the 30th then. So, let's see. 30th.
It did move up, but it came back down.
It came back down. So,
Yeah.
in a squeeze. Everything is kind of in a squeeze right now. And I'm sure there's a reason behind that. We just have to do more research. But still, holding for sure. Now, my recommendation last time was, let's see, what was it? MGNI. It's all the same. So the market is all sideways. Okay, so we're not
Now,
going anywhere.
was it that crazy news that came at 10:40 Friday afternoon that screwed everything up, or Friday morning that screwed everything up?
What was that news?
I don't know what the news was. Everything was going up, and then boom,
Everything.
10:40 a.m. in the morning, everything started going reversing the other way.
I just stopped kind of following it because usually it's always something, it's always someone, and the markets could be doing great, and then something happens and it just
One weird news out of nowhere, and everything just. I think
Exactly.
it was news about. No, it wasn't even. That had nothing to do with anything. If I can remember correctly.
Hey man, they make up something if there's nothing, man. You know, that's what Kramer is for. But I think overall, we're long term anyway, so
Yeah.
Dude, this
Well,
does not
I'm
matter
still
to us.
getting. I have some options that are expiring this
those,
month.
that option situation. I think we can roll forward the ones that make sense to roll forward.
I did roll a couple forward. I'm tired of rolling forward, man. I just want to just stick to my
To the plan.
to my lead plan and stick to whatever fails. I'll learn from the experience and get better next time.
Hey, that's how you have to look at it, brother. I'm there with you. We're in that boat. So MGNI was that one, and which I recommended. And I think for our new recommendations, what do you have in mind?
I have overstock in mind.
OSTK, is it?
We're going shopping, baby. We're going shopping.
Ooh, snap. Look at that drop. Wow. That is down all the way from, let's see, where are we there?
I don't feel that gap.
111?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a massive
We have a
drops
gap
there.
there. We have a gap that needs to be filled.
Where do you see this gap?
Right there. Yep.
Oh, this one. Okay.
I want to call it a gap.
Hey, it's decent. There is definitely, it's an aggressive move down.
Yep.
And there's definitely some recovery to be made there. So, shoo, it looks good to me, man. I would say we take a deeper dive in this. I'm actually interested in this. We take a deeper dive and do some research. This is a good one. Now at $83, I like it. I think that's a very good one, dude. Nice.
Yeah, if you go back, like you're going back right now, right? And you look at the current price and historic price, it's now sideways.
Let's see here.
At
This
least
is
for
true.
that period.
This
right?
is true. This is true. It is in that range for
Alright.
sure.
So I don't think it's ever gonna go back to $0 or $20. That's like that was like some COVID-19 drama right there.
Dude, even COVID did not take some things to $0, so I don't think it's gonna.
Exactly.
I don't think it's gonna begin now. So
I think it's another good price to enter.
I think it's definitely a good one. There's definitely. I mean, this is like a support level there. If you go way far back, yeah, let's see there. This line is not going to be straight at all, but really,
And if you look at the trend, it does cups a lot. It has several cups in it.
this is true. We can see one there in that. Let's see. Whip out my pen here. We can see one there, and we can see a similar situation forming over here. So, if you've seen a cup and handle before, this is kind of in that direction, something like that, right?
Yeah.
So, I like it, man. Solid company as well, from a fundamental side. So, do your own research. We're not recommending that one though, but it is a good stock. I would say that. Mine is actually HYRE. Okay, and it's interesting because I'm gonna tell you why HYRE is mine. You remember we have a podcast which is going to be coming out where we spoke with a sharp gentleman, gentleman and a scholar, man, who is doing
Brian,
some,
right?
Yeah,
Was it Brian?
It is Brian. No,
Yeah.
was it Brian? It was John.
John.
Yes.
John.
And,
Cool guy.
yeah, he's doing the car rental situation,
company,
right?
yeah.
And remember, I was like, I'm really interested in it as well. And of course, we have some stuff going on in the background. You know what I mean? Doing my research, looking at some stuff right now. And actually, I was speaking to one of the representatives at HYRE when she was employed there. They gave her some stocks, and she was telling me like, "Oh yeah, you should see our stock. It's been going up." I'm like, "Oh wow, this is cool." Then she proceeds to tell me that she got it when it was over down there when it was at $3. The company gave it to her, and I was like, "Well, that is good." But looking at it, I still have to do some research on it, but I think that this has the potential to move up there because it's rental cars, and I think that rental platforms have the ability to evolve into the future with self-driving cars and essentially just ride sharing.
Yeah.
So I'll be keeping a close eye on that, seeing how that goes. Not expecting to move too aggressively in the near future, but I would say if we come back to this in about a month or so, see where it's at based on developments, and then we'll be able to know if we can keep holding it and things like that. But overall, things at a glance, the fundamentals look decent, and they
If you look at the
seem to meet
technicals over there,
earnings. They tend to meet their earnings, and it's been performing great. Over the year, 80% up, and if you look 3 months, 6 months, everything.
revenue, EBITDA,
Exactly.
that stuff look good.
Yeah, so I'm going to be doing some deeper research on that, and if it is great, we're actually going to be, I think it'll be a good one for us to jump into, and currently at $12, man, there might be some room for growth there.
Yeah, it's one of those names that nobody knows so much about, and it'll be a great opportunity to get in before everybody else knows about it.
Exactly. So, and that's the play on that one for me, and that's the hope, right? So before we wrap up the show here, man, I have to say, man, your shirt looks sharp, man. Where did you get that from, man?
Oh, stack, baby, stack.
Oh man, stock investment.
We're coming.
Ugh, just wait for it, man. It's in the work, man. We're cooking, we're grinding, and I can't wait, man. The investment group, the one and only. And dude, it's gonna be a monumental year. It's gonna be a monumental multiple years to come, and my body is ready for it, man. My mind is ready.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Any departing thoughts before we end this one, sir?
Hey man, just gotta get in there and throw them punches. If it's coming at you, just don't take it. Go back, throw some punches.
Absolutely.
Adapt.
Yes, sir. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, have a blessed day. Okay, stay sharp. Stay away from negative people, and let the sun shine on you a couple hours a day. Get some vitamin. Is it vitamin D?
Vitamin D.
Yes, sir. Until next time. Check out.
00.